What's up, boys? Snots here. We're back with another video, and today we're going to be going over the safeties and the corners that were released today for Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Before we get into this, if you guys are enjoying the Madden 23 content, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you guys are enjoying it. Also, consider following me on Twitter. We go ahead and use that every single day. We put our slips for Underdog Fantasy every single day on Twitter. We're trying to build our Twitter as much as we can. So that link will be in the description. Hit me up. Football season's coming up and I cannot wait to get involved in all the fantasy drafts. It's going to be a blast this year. If you guys love fantasy football like me, check out Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is one of the easiest, most simple apps I've ever used. Check out the best ball draft mode. The difference between this and normal drafts is all you have to do is draft your team and you're good to go. No in-season management, no trades. You don't even have to worry about setting your lineup. Underdog Fantasy takes care of that for you. Also, I want to tell you guys about the Pick'ems game, one of my favorite games in this app. All you have to do is choose under or over for your favorite players or a player that you think is going to be an easy lock for that day. Link to sign up will be in the description. Make sure when you guys sign up to use code SNODS at checkout. Underdog Fantasy is going to double your first deposit up to $100 in bonus cash. Again, boys, make sure you're using code SNODS at checkout to take advantage of that offer. Links will be in the description. Let's get to drafting. But anyways, safeties. This is an interesting list here. Top 10. There's 3 safeties here that come right to my head that should be in top 10. Tyrann Mathieu, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Budda Baker. None of these guys are in here, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think what's going on here is they're obviously, those guys are going to get elites. I mean, come on. Tyrann Mathieu is the highest rated safety in the game in regs, and there's no reason why they would put him under an 84 overall. Same with Budda Baker, and I don't know, maybe Minkah. I could see him at an 84. Maybe, I don't know, but something tells me that we're gonna see some of those cards in the first promo that comes out, whether it be, you know, the Ultimate Kickoff, whatever the first promo is gonna be. I think we're gonna see those guys in there, so I think that's why we're not seeing those guys in this list here. It also could be that most of them are rated at 84 overall, but again, Tyrann Mathieu, that doesn't make sense because he is the highest rated card in rigs. So we'll start at the top here. Kevin Byard wins the 88 overall free safety. Wasn't expecting that, but he'll be a really good player. Jesse Bates, 87. Adrian Phillips at 87. Amani Hooker, 86 overall. Derwin James, 85 overall. Justin Simmons, 85. Jordan Poyer, 84. Harrison Smith at 84. Jeremy Chin and Jayron Kearse at 84. So let's go ahead and look at all these individually, and personally, I don't think Kevin Byard is going to be the one that you really want to go for. Yes, I do think he's going to be a safety, but he's going to cost a lot. So let's start at the bottom. So we've got Jayron Kearse as an 84 overall, and personally, it's between him and Jeremy Chin. These guys are going to be really good early on in the year, and I'll tell you why. All of their coverages are decent. They've got decent speed, but the most important thing is these guys are huge. Jayron Kearse is like 6'4" or something like that. Very tall safety, and he's going to be a ball hawk back there. So this is going to be a nice little, I'm not going to say budget because he's probably going to be expensive, but he's definitely going to be cheaper than the Kevin Byard players, so definitely want to consider this guy. Next is Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin is the same scenario. Honestly, this is probably going to be the guy that I go for free safety. He's got good speed, 84 speed and 85 acceleration, and he's also got decent coverages. His man coverage is struggling a little bit, but this might be a good user for linebacker. Now, they did release that most of the free safeties and corners, whoever, if you put them in a linebacker position, they don't react to runs as well as a middle linebacker. Now, if you put a middle linebacker in there, they don't really react to passes very well. So it sounds like they're just trying to balance it out a little bit, but I still think putting a safety at linebacker is going to be the meta. So Jeremy Chin is definitely going to be a good candidate for that. Next is 84 Harrison Smith, 83 overall. Coverages are kind of man coverage is not very good. Harrison Smith cards are usually not the best. I haven't seen a good Harrison Smith card since Madden 20. But yeah, Harrison Smith is Jordan Poyer. He's actually taken a leap. Last year, I think he was like an 80 or an 81 or something like that. So he's gotten a little better. 83 speed, 84 acceleration, 80 tackle. Man coverage, below 80, not very good. But again, safeties, they don't really need to have the greatest man coverage. But there you go, Jordan Poyer. Next is Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons takes a little bit of a dip. He was an 86 overall last year, but I still think this is going to be a great option. Next is Derwin James Jr. Always a really, really good Madden player. Usually a really, really good user as well. 84 speed and that 86 acceleration is going to be really, really good. You see everything on this screen is an 80 or above. I do think Derwin James is going to be one of the best safeties starting out in the game. Next is 86 overall Armani Hooker at strong safety. I just realized that the Titans have two of the best safeties in the game. So theme teams for Titans, you guys are going to be set at safety at the beginning of the year when you get your hands on these. Hooker's looking pretty good. Man coverage is down a little bit, but he'll be a nice little user for you. Next is free safety Adrian Phillips. I like the looks of this card. Really not lacking anywhere. Definitely a good player on the Patriots. And then last but not least, we've got one more after this. Jesse Bates III, free safety, 87 overall. He took a jump. He was an 85 overall last year. This card looks really, really good. I definitely think this is going to be a good card. It's probably going to be a little expensive though starting off, but yeah. Last but not least, we're going to Kevin Byard, the 88 overall. 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 85 tackle. He's got really good zone coverages at 88 overall. This is a nasty card, but again, it's going to be a very expensive card coming out at the beginning of the year. So if you pull this, you might want to sell it right off the rip because there's going to be other free safeties that come out, especially if there's going to be a promo that has, you know, Budda Baker, Tyrann Mathieu, or one of those other guys that I named from earlier. I just think it's really weird that those guys were not listed in here. So my guess is that they are going to be in the next promo. They have also revealed the top 10 corners as well. Starting at the top, of course, we all knew Jalen Ramsey was going to get the 88 overall. 87, J.C. Jackson is sitting at second. That was, I don't know, kind of a surprise to me. Maybe not. He was a really, really good corner. Xavier Howard, 86. Trayvon Diggs at an 85. Denzel Ward, 85. Tre'Davious White, 85. A lot of 85s. A.J. Terrell, 85. Kenny Moore, 85. Kendall Fuller, 85. And Darius Slay Jr. I'm looking at this list and I feel like the snub here might have been Darius Slay. I think Darius Slay should have been up to an 85 as well. 84, putting him under Kendall Fuller and Kenny Moore. I don't know. I just feel like Darius Slay is a much better corner than that. But let's look at these individually. 83 speed, 84 acceleration. Zone coverages and man coverages and press is looking decent. His jumping is not the best, and Darius Slay is not the tallest, so he might not be the best option right off the rip. Going into our 85s, we got Kendall Fuller. Decent card here. It's tough to kind of separate these cards and say which one's better and which one's not because they are all very, very similar. Kenny Moore, again, everything looks pretty similar. This guy's press is not looking good though. 72. That's not going to cut it. 85 overall, A.J. Terrell. This is a good card. Like the looks of this one. Tre'Davious White, 85. He's got pretty good speed and really good acceleration. So I think this corner is going to stand out a little bit more than what the other 85s will. So Tre'Davious White, definitely a really good corner. And then for my brownies, Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward usually gets blessed with really, really good speed in the early stages of MUT. Not this time. He's an 84 overall in his speed, 86 acceleration. I still think this will be a good card, but I think they're starting to drift away from Denzel Ward being the fastest corner all the time. So still think it's a good card, but not as fast as what we usually see. Next 85 is Trayvon Diggs, 85 speed, 81 acceleration. Pretty good zone coverage and press. Man coverage is pretty good too. Zone coverage is what I'm looking at here. He's got 87 zone coverage. That's really good for a corner. So this is a really good 85. I think the best 85s to get is going to be Tre'Davious White and Trayvon Diggs. Now we're going to the 86s. Xavier Howard, 83 speed. That's kind of low. 86 acceleration. His coverages are looking pretty good. 85 man coverage, 81 zone coverage, and 85 press. The one and only 87 overall JC Jackson at 85 speed, 86 acceleration. I'm loving this guy's coverages right now. He's got 88 man coverage and 85 zone coverage. Dude, this card is actually really nasty. And then, of course, the best corner in the game, and I agree with this 100%, Jalen Ramsey at an 88 overall, 86 speed, 87 acceleration. Dude, he's got over 85 in everything. This is going to be the best corner in the game, hands down. If you get your hands on this, I don't know, it's going to be very, very expensive if you pull him, but he's easily the best corner in the game right now. So I don't know, it'd be tough to let this guy go. So Jalen Ramsey is an absolute beast. That's gonna be it for this video. Those are all the top 10 safeties and the top 10 corners. So let me know in the comments what you guys think is going on with the safeties. Again, I think it has something to do with a promo. Let me know, out of these players, do you think is going to be maybe like a budget beast or something like that? It will be no money spent. We definitely want to know who these budget beasts are going to be. But tomorrow on 8-3, we've got top 10 inside linebackers, top 10 outside linebackers, and top 10 defensive ends. So we're going to be getting a lot of player reveals tomorrow. Very important players to be using. So hopefully tomorrow we can cover all that and get that news out to you. And then we still have 8-4 and 8-5 to come. 8-4 is the special stream. That's when the quarterbacks and all that stuff will be revealed. But I do think they're going to be revealing something really, really big that day. So you guys are going to want to tune in for that. And 8-5, we got the tight ends and the wide receivers. So this is going to be a fun one. Wide receivers, I cannot wait to see what Tyreek Hill's speed ends up being. I think it's going to be like an 89 or something like that. He's definitely got to be the fastest running back in the game for sure. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.